Yeah, it's Speedway FJTV. So, quick little update from my last video. We're now in October. I've spent over 12 months living in this house. I'm going to get to a few points. Don't want to drag the video on. I know I say that all the time, but I really am going to keep this one short, sweet, and to the point. And the funny thing is, you can see how long the video is anyway. So cool. After my last video, knew I still had some shit going on. Was getting closer and closer to that first payday. Just almost again, like I've said in previous times, feel like I'm army crawling on the floor, face covered in mud, bombs going off, trench warfare, all of that, bro. Thinking I'm so fucking close, bro. Drop that peas, drop all of that money into my bank balance, and bro, I will show these humans what is possible. Yeah, really and truly what I've been saying for a long time on the channel. And again, that's not an ego thing. That's not me saying, yeah, Josh, big boy. Nah, bro. Like I said, bro, when you really get tapped in. But I'm going to get to that because I'm already pulling myself off on a tangent. It's cool. Had to, obviously everyone knows in the UK, have your car, your MOT once a year, whatever. Me knowing in here, I'm thinking, we got through it by the skin of our teeth, or really by the skin of my teeth, last year, bro, yeah. And like I've kind of touched on, but just quickly for context of the video, basically, last year, my car passed the MOT, so I only had to pay like the, the small amount of money. Bearing in mind, bro, I just about had enough money to cover it. That same day, me and one of my boys, we went off to different location because I spoke about it in a previous video and I left a link to the first bridge jump I did. So I'll probably leave a link to the second one in this video because I was intending to do it a few days ago, but like I said, the Matrix, all of that, but cool. Went off for the day while my car was at the garage thinking, bro, I'm expecting a phone call. We're like, yeah, there's this that needs doing and this, and it'll cost this amount and the car's failed the MOT, so you can't drive it on the road legally. And all the shit I had going on at the time at the end of, September 2023, but cool. But then me and my boy go to this location and I'll, like I said, leave a link to the short, but it's one of my most viewed ones on the channel anyway. But again, it was the second bridge jump and it was so funny. It's like, started to rain, it was cold weather, nice location in terms of like, the view and whatnot. And again, it's just like I say, man, tapping into that Highlander DNA, that real true warrior DNA that's just part of this physical avatar. My soul is immortal and I've experienced a multitude of different avatars, male, female, all different, races, colours, creeds, all of that, whatever. All different lifetimes in this simulation, but it always comes full circle, and more I see the synchronicities in this specific lifetime that from certain ages, obviously cool, I'm 27, okay, cool. In April 2025, I'll be 28, which feels mad to say, bro, yeah. Because I can remember being, a decade ago, being 18, like it was yesterday. But anyway, cool. I'm at this location. I'm breathing in the cold air, filling my lungs, reminding myself, bro, of all the nonsense I've put up with this year, all the bullshit I've got going on. At that specific time, I'm careful with my words because I understand, words have power, all of that, we already know. But at the time, I'm doing that bridge jump. I'm in nothing but a pair of swimming trunks, bro, yeah, and it's the end of September and it's fucking cold, then it starts raining. And like I said, if you've seen the short, you already seen it, but for context of that, I had to, climb a fence that said warning, do not climb, but, naughty boy, whatever. Hop the fence, cool. My brethren's filming it, because obviously he intended to do it, ended up pussying out, bro. Obviously I always joke with him about it, but jokes, putting that to one side. And while I'm up there, bro, and I'm looking into this freezing cold water, bearing in mind there was a sign there that said danger of death. Was it like cold shock or something? Basically, bro, if you jump into this water from this pier, not only could you pass out or like go into shock and, die and drown, whatever, because of it. But I laugh because obviously me and my boy are joking about it at the time, and I'm like, bro, you think this is going to be the end of Josh? You think that's going to kill me? And then bearing in mind, because like I said, as close as this person is that I'm talking about, it's literally, I consider a brother. But I still don't always digress some of the stuff like I talk about on this channel, yeah. For a multitude of reasons, but in that moment, bro, reminding myself, bro, this is a simulation, so I can't die anyway, because even if I did die in this physical avatar, I'd just go to the next one anyway. And really and truly, knowing in here, I don't want to get too deep, and I know I'm dragging the video on longer than intended, but I know the timeline that I'm on, which is why it was so funny at different points this year, but let me digress. Well, let me not digress, rather. So I'm up there on that pier. Big inhalation. I did pinch my nose because I thought I don't want this dirty water going to the back of my throat. But it was just in that moment, and also walking along the pier, I skipped over that, sorry, was saying to myself, bro, this is like when I see, because the UFC is almost like my guilty pleasure, because I know it's bred in circuses, but it is what it is, bro. I've said on the channel about professional fighting anyway, so you already know. But as I'm walking through that pit, it's literally like I said, I didn't even see it like I'm walking to the octagon, bro. I saw it like I'm walking through the tunnel. I'm doing that as in like the light over your eyes as it like slowly comes. If you've seen the second Dune film, or Dune, however you want to pronounce it, I've not watched it, but I've seen the clips. You know, the arena with the Harkonnen, whatever. But that wasn't out at the time, I don't think. But anyway, let me not, again, get off topic. I'm thinking like the film Gladiator. I'm walking out into the Colosseum as I'm walking through this pier, and as I'm stood up there, just... Bro, I've been ready to go, bro, to the point where, like I said, the same way I knew I had to make the self-deletion video saying, bro, I've been there. To my fellow brothers, I know what it's like when you're going through some shit. You're going through a load of nonsense. The Matrix is constantly throwing curveball after dog shit, after nonsense, bullshit, horse shit, every and everything possible at you, bruv, yeah. Any and every box that you could tick saying, yeah, I got this nonsense going on, you get me? And just while I was stood there, just big inhalation saying, bruv, I'm immortal and I can do whatever the fuck I want to do in this simulation. And I know, I even said in my mind, bruv, by completing this jump, and I said it at the start of the month, when I did the first one, but for this specific one, like I said, when I looked up and I saw the heavens open up, the black dark rain clouds started pissing down with rain, I'm freezing cold. Like I said, I'm in these thin fucking swimming trunks, so hey, better not be no girls around, right? If these trunks come off, jokes, banner, whatever. But again, Odin, like I said, to the bloodline of this avatar, but all my past lives anyway, like I've used the analogy before, like the Avatar, as in the Last Airbender, not the blue people one. Even though there's esoteric wisdom in that, but that's a topic and a story for another day. Almost like I can look back and see all the past avatars and remember all the life experiences. And ultimately, like I said, and I've already said in this specific video, that's why it comes full circle with all the warrior information, all the warrior power. And there was a specific word and phrase I was looking for there, but it doesn't matter. But basically, like I'm saying, while I was up there, big inhalation saying, as I complete this jump, everything I'm bringing into this reality is happening, and it's all happening for me. No matter what happens today, no matter what I hear on this phone call, no matter what happens when I go home, yeah, I'm not even going to get onto that blood, yeah. And I did the jump, and of course, as I'm under, it was like slow motion, but it's like, as I'm, as I say, falling, but as I'm like, you know, getting closer to the water, obviously closed my eyes, I was pitching my nose, like I said, psh, under the water, and for a split second, my brain was like, have I just knocked myself out? Then I just slowly like swam up, broke the surface of the water, obviously opened my eyes, and then, you know, swim to the shore, and then I'm literally like, fucking, oh my days, bro, freezing cold, but the adrenaline's pumping. And again, quickly to wrap up that little, I say little, that long ass tangent, get the phone call, car's past the MOT. Alright, bro. Pay the money, the geezer's giving me my car keys back. In my mind I'm thinking, you sure, lads? Because the sounds this whip's making, but hey. So all of that to add context to this year, bro. So when I took my car and I'm just there, just like, oh my days, bro. All the shit 2024's bring forth. As much as I feel like I'm getting so closer and closer to that mountaintop, that ultimately there is no end to the journey. It's just a continuation of the journey. But really in the back of my mind, coming to the forefront of my mind thinking, we got through it last year. Then, of course, I was carless for a few days because, no, it didn't pass the MOT on the first try. Had a load of shit that needed to do with it. Kind of minced my words a little bit there. Had a load of shit that needed doing, cool. I just gave them the green light. I was like, yeah, anything that needs to be done to pass MOT, do that. Don't start doing all that extra shit you're trying to tell me about, big man, yeah? And I even made the joke to that guy on the day. I was like, the fact that it passed last year, I was like, you sure, guys? And he was kind of laughing about that. But fast forward. Still had a few days until the payday. Like I said, it's my first proper payday since January, but obviously I got some tax back in April. Obviously I've done bits of PTing and coaching and the goodwill of, you know, my fellow immortal souls, obviously specifically family members, my dad, you know, fuck it, I'm putting it on the internet. Who gives a fuck though? It's part of the journey. And like I said, man, still had a few days. Quickly, because I don't want to drag out the video. Couple of times walking the distance from here to work, it's not that far, but Wolverhampton to Dudley, if you know your geography of the UK and specifically the Midlands. And it's funny because the one day I walked there and my dad was like, well, you walked all that way? And I'm like, Dad, I've walked from Wolverhampton to Birmingham. And I didn't even tell him that I've walked from Wolverhampton to Warwick through Birmingham. Again, if you know your geography, you can do the maths on the mileage. Bruv, again, me and my same brethren that I've referenced at the bridge jump. Like I said, bruv, the whole time just giggling, laughing our heads off at the stupid nonsense, the jokes we're cracking. Of course, yeah, we're getting caffeinated. Yeah, cool, we're going to have some food. Yeah, cool, we're going to have some junk food, a fucking Domino's pizza at the end of it, but that's kind of like the reward for making it that far. And we're just doing it for the fuck of it, the long distance. And at times we was doing it September 2023, but in 2023, and I was thinking, bro, is this kind of like a waste of time? Or is this part of the journey because I'm literally doing a journey and I literally feel like I'm on a hero's journey? And I literally saying to myself at the time, last year, saying, this brethren, okay, he's only a year younger than me, but it's the same as it being my real life blood brother, to the point where, like I said, bruv, I've got the short on the channel, my most viewed YouTube short from a video, no longer on the channel, but it's on my Patreon, so it's not deleted. Blood is thicker than water. The blood shed on the battlefield is thicker than the water of the womb, aka, not aka because that stands for also known as, but a better way of articulating that, or more context to that, is who I'm ready to stand and bleed for and bleed with no matter what dark forces come our way, bruv. That is more of a connection, and that means more and holds more weight than someone that I'm just genetically connected to in these avatars, yeah. But it's not lost on me that obviously I got fucking family tattooed on me when I still hadn't really gone through any crazy awakening. I saw things here and there, I'm dragging the video on, but cool. Still had a few days. The day I got paid, which was Tuesday, which was the first this week, today is Saturday. It's only a few days, but it feels like ages ago. But walking, like I said, the distance, because I still didn't have my car, so my dad was going to pick me up at the end of the shift in the evening. But that whole walk there, you know, no money in the bank, not the first time. For a good couple of years, bruv, yeah, like I said, all the ups and downs, I'm going to mulch over that because it is what it is, bruv. It's part of the journey, it's in the past, it's behind me. I literally sat there on shift that day saying to myself, you know what's so funny, Josh? And at times I started to say stuff out loud and then I kind of forgot where I was. But I'm like, bruv, it's so funny now. It's like, my whole point of the last video was I was dragging my heels at times over the last couple of years saying I'm not just going to get a wage slave job for the sake of it, to appease people for just some small amounts of money, because obviously we've got next man saying you need to make 10,000 a month and brrr, yeah, the real red pill. No, the real red pill, Neo, is you're in a matrix simulation as an immortal soul in this avatar. You put yourself in that avatar as well, so it's all well and good, like I've already spoke about in the video, with the self-deletion when you got all the bullshit going on. I'm thinking, you know what, I already know it's not real. I already know when I'm hearing Josh say it, but right now, with all the shit going on, would it really be the worst thing in the world to take myself out, project myself into the next lifetime? But you know that ain't true deep in your heart. You know you're in that avatar for a specific reason, for a ripple effect of positivity of all the people around you. At whatever point in the map you find yourself, that your consciousness woke up in an avatar, yeah, to live out this life experience. And we're all on a specific timeline, the same way you're watching this video, because obviously, unless it's some, you know, aliens in a spaceship downloading YouTube, but jokes aside, the fact that you're watching this video, we are all on this collective timeline for a specific reason. And that's why, like I keep saying, with all the warrior shit, and it really did become, like I said, bruv, just more and more my vision becoming clearer and clearer. Like, it's not like I'm just meditating and focusing here. It's like I open my eyes and I see it all around me every single second of every single day. But quickly, because I know I got on a tangent, that whole walk to work, and then, brother, when I was like 5 minutes away, I'm getting to the little town centre where I'm thinking, I ain't even got money in the bank to get some food for this shift. But, bro, for 6 hours, bro, I can fast my way through that. Even if I got to do heavy lifting, fucking putting weights away. Even if I got to do some nonsensical fucking this, that, and the other. Even if I got to, like, you know, be a social comedian and be cool, calm, collected and composed, but be polite and sociable with all these different people, all these different energies and whatnot, yeah. Centering myself in my breath, and then lo and behold, get that notification, see my bank, straight away I'm like, obviously, you know, put your thumb for the touch ID or whatever, so it actually opens a notification, and seeing I got paid, bruv. And it's so funny to me that, like I said, I did touch on with the 10k a month thing that some people were talking about. But just to wrap the video, because I don't want this to be a long ass one, I'll say it like this. My whole thing, like I said, with not the whole wage slave, even though I ended up doing it at the end of last year anyway, stacking shelves around the Christmas period, but was because I understand I can't just blue pill myself and be like, even some of the people I'm seeing in this gym training, doing whatever, and it's nothing but love anyway, and we know it's the divine mirror, I've already spoke about that, so I'm not going to get on a tangent. But I said to myself, I can't just draw myself away from the vision I've got right here, right now. I knew I had to really sit down, literally, bruv, in the dark forest. Okay, cool, it was the daytime, but I still did the nighttime walks, whatever. But I got to sit myself down, I got to meditate, and I got to focus and say, okay, what is the vision, bruv? Because I'm not taking myself out of this avatar before the time is done. I'm on a specific journey. What is that journey? Because I'm creating it really at the highest level. I've chose this. The really deepest, highest level. But the fact that I plugged myself into this simulation, why would I choose this journey? Why did I manifest myself into this avatar? And then my consciousness awakens and I'm kind of... And then I look at the collection of past events of my life. I look at the people around me in this immediate circle. I look at all the things that, hey, you can call it the Matrix on the one hand, but everything I'm seeing, yeah, whether it's real or not, if you talk about TVs, movies, all of that. Or like I said, when I touched on with the UFC stuff, all the sports and everything, and everything being sent my way. What is the culmination of all of this? What does it mean? Yeah. And as I said, bro, figuring it all out, understanding. It's not lost on me that I'm saying I am a professional fighter, speaking into the present tense. It's not lost on me that I'm 27, bruv. Yeah. But it's also not lost on me that I know in here everything I've been through, bruv. Yeah. Knowing that there's people out there that couldn't walk 2 fucking feet in my fucking shoes, bruv. But I also understand that I realise that at a young age for a lot of things as well. As I said myself, there's always the next person that's got it worse than me. And as we know on the highest level, it's the divine mirror, and it's all part of the same collective. And to finish the point I started to talk about, but I didn't finish. And yeah, that, bro. My UK people will know exactly what that is. Oh, yeah, of course he stops now. But as I said, the fact that you're watching this video and the fact that you're in that specific avatar and you've lived your specific life up until this very moment, even though this very moment for me is different to this very moment for you watching this right now, for obvious reasons as I upload it onto the internet, but we are collectively on a specific timeline as well. So another thing when I'm seeing certain man talk about 10k a month and break out the Matrix and brrrr, all it reminds me is like Cypher in the Matrix film, where he's there talking to Trinity, because obviously they're still in there and he's unplugging people. I don't want to more share it. If you know, you know, yeah. As I see, 17 on the timer. And there's literally a point where he says, talking about like Morpheus pulling him out and all this, and he's saying, I choose the Matrix, when he's saying about his choice. Because again, a lot of people, they do choose that, yeah. They do say, give me all the money in the world and I'll just do what I'm doing anyway, but on a slightly higher level. No, I'm not going to get out on another tangent because the video is meant to be 10 minutes, but fuck it, bro. I just got a message from someone, don't matter. But knowing what I know, and like I said, what I've seen, and if you do your own research, but I'll say it like this, bro. We are on a specific timeline where certain things are going to happen. I'm not going to get too deep on it. It's a story for another day, literally, bro, because I've seen with my few days off, then like I said, I got paid from that job, which still, I know, I understand some people it's like, yeah, it's not that deep, Josh, But for me, and on this journey, it's like, okay, cool. We're finally close. I finally feel like I'm getting to the edge of the dark forest. Hey, man, we're not completely out. Because until I'm making videos in my own place, my own space, which I'm so happy and grateful for, I am so happy and grateful I have now moved out into my own place and my own space. And as I said, bruv, certain things are going to happen and certain people are going to really start to see through the veil. And they ain't ready for certain things, bruv, but that'll do for today, because like I said, in my few days off, bro, feeling like, okay, I'm getting closer and closer. There's certain videos I can make, because everything I make, I do want it to be like a tapestry of content. I do want it to be making sense. I don't want it to just be like random ramblings, bro. But this was another fucking 20-minute update, give or take. Update upon an update. But basically, bro, like I'm saying, man, job's not finished. The job's just getting fucking started, bro. Yeah, we're only just beginning. Yeah. But that'll do for today, man. It's all love. Stay up, stand your purpose. Anything I can help with for people. Because like I said, bro, I really do this, bro. When it comes to personal training, the online coaching, exercise, nutrition, anything to do with bridging that gap of all the spiritual stuff with the semen retention and the celibacy. I ain't even talked about the celibacy as I saw 19 on the timer. I don't mean to always do that, bro. But when I see the mirrored numbers or whatever, I can't help it, bro. Yeah, because same way, I ain't going to get too deep on it, but when I'm in a gym, bro, and there's beautiful girls coming in, and there's ones you're interacting with, and there's ones that you can see are getting all the male attention. But then when big man over here, I purposely, bro, my peripheral vision might as well be fucking like this. Do you know what I mean, bro? Yeah, how crystal clear it is. And bro, like I said, man, as soon as, like I was doing before, when I used to just train in that gym, because it always comes full circle, Bro, as soon as I blank yell and I just focus on what I'm doing, or even if I'm staff member, so I'm doing this, doing that, I'm focused on what I'm doing, or I focus on a conversation, or there's a point where I'm literally just staring at the CCTV cameras, literally just looking at the time, I just think to myself, well, it can only last so long. And I just feel eyes on me, but story for another day, bruv. Yeah, that's 20 minutes, like always, man. Steps any purpose. What I was about to say as well, like I said, man, I really do this, bridging the gap with spirituality, but all the human shit when it comes to training, exercise, nutrition, all of that, yeah. So feel free to ever comment or my Instagram, message me. Obviously, people know I'll talk to anyone, bruv. Yeah, I don't think I'm on some sort of weird pedestal with this YouTube thing. Like in the back of my mind, low key, bruv, I'm glad my channel didn't blow up, and up until this very point, because of some of the videos I made and where I was in life. But it's all good, bro, because we're getting there. So yeah, that'll do. Stay up to any purpose. Let's fucking go.